I still remember this one night back in 2018. It was around 11:30 p.m. I was in my small rented apartment, sitting at my desk with my laptop open. I had my bank account on the screen, and my heart was pounding a little. Why? Because for the first time in my life, I had saved up $500,000. I felt proud, and to be honest, a little smug. This was the money I had been saving for my dream, buying my first house. I could already imagine it. The white walls, the little balcony, the cozy living room where I'd have friends over. In my mind, buying a house meant I'd made it. It was security, stability, adulthood. But here's the thing. That night, I randomly clicked on a podcast episode from the Diary of a CEO where Nischa Shah said something that stopped me cold. They're lying to you about buying a house. I paused the episode and thought, wait, what? All my life, I'd been told the opposite, by my parents, by my friends, by society. Everyone said buying a house was the smartest thing you could do with your money. So I listened, and the more she explained, the more uneasy I felt. She talked about people locking up all their money in a house and ending up house rich but cash poor. That's when it hit me. That was exactly the path I was on. I started running the numbers. If I used all my savings for the down payment, I'd have nothing left for emergencies. My monthly mortgage would eat up almost all my cash flow. And my investments? Zero. I'd be one job loss away from financial panic, living in a nice house I couldn't really afford to enjoy. And so, here's my point, and I want you to really take this in. Before you jump into buying a house, follow the 65-20-15 rule first. It's simple. 65% of your income goes to essential living expenses, rent, groceries, bills. 20% goes to paying off debt and building your emergency fund. 15% goes straight into investments, not next month, not when things get better, but now. This isn't some complicated finance theory. It's a clear, practical structure you can start applying today, no matter how much you earn. If you do this, you'll build the financial muscle you need before committing to a massive purchase like a house. Think of it like this. You wouldn't run a marathon without training first, right? So why take on one of the biggest financial commitments of your life without preparing your finances first? And here's the single most important reason why you should follow this. Because when you have a safety net, steady cash flow, and investments growing in the background, you gain something far more valuable than a house. You gain freedom. Freedom to choose the life you want. Freedom to take risks in your career. Freedom to say yes to opportunities and no to things that don't serve you. When you build your finances the right way first, buying a house becomes a choice, not a trap. It's the difference between saying, I have to buy now before prices go up, versus I'll buy when it's right for me, and I'll be just fine until then. That freedom is priceless. And I can tell you from experience, the peace of mind you get from knowing you're financially prepared is worth far more than rushing into a house you can't truly afford. So ask yourself today, are you chasing the idea of security, or are you building it step by step? Start with the 65-20-15 rule. Protect your cash flow, build your investments. And when the time comes to buy a house, you won't just be buying a property, you'll be buying it from a place of real strength. Quick one, don't miss out on the next big idea. Hit like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you're always ahead of the people around you. Now, I want to hear from you. Comment below the most important thing you learned from this topic. And if you're ready to go even deeper, click on the next video right here and keep leveling up.